Hi, I'm Amy Dixon, and welcome to the core component of your Monday, Wednesday, Friday workout. Let's get started. The first exercise in the series is called the crisscross. All you need is you and your mat. Now, slowly bring yourself down to the floor. From here, you want to bring your feet hip distance apart. Scoot your hips a little bit closer to your feet and roll down one vertebrae at a time. Slowly find that nice, safe spot on the mat. Now from here, before we get started, press your lower back in and down through the mat. Core engagement and integration is very important anytime you're working the core. Bring your hands behind your head and now lift up. Using that belly, just hold. Take one leg at a time all the way up into tabletop position. Now for the crisscross. Bring the opposite shoulder and elbow to the opposite knee. Let's try it. From here, notice that my shoulder is lifted and I'm coming across to that knee, feeling my entire belly as I work. Go for it. Get a couple in there. Remember to breathe. Come on up. Great job. That's the crisscross. This exercise is called the knee tuck. Now, getting into this exercise is half the battle, so I'm going to show you a graceful way to get there. Bring your knees right behind the ball, slowly place your belly all the way down, and bring your hands down to the floor. Once you find this position, gracefully walk your way out. Once you feel that ball come in contact with the top of your knees and those shins, bring your hands directly underneath your shoulders. It's also very important to keep your head and neck in direct alignment with your spine, so keep a nice neutral spine from here. As you draw your knees in, really feel that belly button pull in and give yourself a nice big exhale and protect the back as you come back out. Let's try it. That's the knee tuck. This is the back extension with rotation. Now, a back extension is one of the best exercises you can do for your lower back. And by adding rotation, it incorporates movements into the lower spine and helps your body and back move the way it was intended to. So this is a great exercise. Bring your stability ball right in front of your legs with your knees bent. Slowly lower your body down to the ball. Straighten your legs as much as you can. Now, important note, if you have any lower back issues, feel free to bend your knees a little bit more. It takes a little bit more of the load off of your lower back. Now, slowly bring your hands up towards your head, and from here, you're going to add a lift and turn and rotate every single time. So let's try it together. You will definitely feel your lower back working. It should not feel painful, but it should feel like something's happening. And to come down, just bend your knees and slowly lower back. That's the back extension with rotation. This exercise is the lat pull. I love it because it's one of the only exercises you can do that incorporates a pulling motion. Most of what we do day in and day out involves pushing. So this is a great one to incorporate into your fitness routine. For those of you that need some information about where your lats are located, actually this muscle that lines your armpit. Now, we want to work this because it's going to help us with all of those great pulling actions that we have in day-to-day life. Also, this exercise incorporates the use of your entire core, so you're going to feel a lot of work happening, not only in your belly, but also your back and your glutes. So let's give it a try. To start out, bring your body right behind the ball. Bring your hands into a triangle position. Now from here, as you extend out, you want to keep your body in one long line all the way out the top of the head. Start with a very small range of motion first and keep your booty in alignment with the body. So let's try it here. Small range of motion, pulling back and really using those lats and the belly as you come back. This is your A game. Now, if you decide to cheat a little bit, which I don't want you to do, I'm going to show you the wrong way. I see this from time to time with some of my clients. So you don't want to do that. You're doing nothing there but just showing off, all right? So here's the next exercise. If you want to increase the range of motion, make it a lot bigger. You'll feel a lot of work happening here. Let's try it together at your best range of motion. That's the lat pull. This exercise is called the reverse curl crunch. So grab your stability ball and slowly lower yourself down onto your back. Once you find the mat, bring that stability ball up between your legs. Now, during this exercise, it's very important. When you lift your hips off the mat, I want you to think about going straight up, and it's not about your knees coming up towards your head. So I don't want to see your knees past your belly button whatsoever. In addition, you're going to be incorporating the use of your upper body as well. So bring your hands back behind your head, and let's try it all together. That was great work. That's the reverse curl crunch. This exercise is called the lateral bend. I love it because it incorporates not only your entire core, but most specifically your obliques. And you have to keep your hips and your glutes in alignment the entire time. So to get started, I'm going to start with the easiest of progressions first, and then add something on for you for those weeks that are right around the end there. So let's try this. Bring your hip right to the ball. You're slowly going to let your weight come into the ball. Feel free to reach down for the floor. This will give you a point of contact to get started. And keep your knee comfortably resting on the side. Extend your top leg all the way out. Now bring both hands behind your head and start to work with a nice big lateral crunch here. As you come on up, bring your rib cage all the way up to your hip bone. So here's the first exercise. Now, if you're feeling great, feel free to progress it. So let's try it. Extend your bottom leg long as well. Take it back behind you just a little bit, and your top leg you're going to bring in front. So use your legs as your anchor points. Make sure to keep your hips stacked, and let's try it. Lift up, incorporate the side of the body, and make sure you come all the way down so you get a nice big range of motion. And as you come out of the exercise, just bend your knees slightly, reach for the floor, and come on up to that kneeling position. That's the lateral bend.